Jada Pinkett. I'm not a Jada fan. Like, I'm not going to lie.
Well, you know, they say the same reason, season, lifetime, right?
Girl, don't worry about them. They always trying to read your resume.
But then to me, that's not a friend. I'm 100% oblivious if I've lost any friends because of my mouth. I have no idea.
Welcome to the Pickup Line. My name is Mari.
And I'm Dina.
And today we're going to talk about friendships.
Yes, let's start off by talking about
ours.
Yes.
Why not?
How we became friends.
What year was it?
It was like 107 years ago.
Oh my God. It seems like forever.
I don't remember when it was, but I remember that you were doing Gracie's hair because we had a mutual friend and we were having dinner for, I think, her birthday, maybe.
Yes. So Dee's basketball coach's wife, we talked about this in one of our very first episodes, introduced us. I was really cool with his basketball coach and was getting to know his wife a little better. And I guess she had invited me over one day and she and I were friends before you. And then she was telling me about you and I met you and I think we just took over.
Yeah. Well, even rewind, like she told me about you because with your jewelry and I guess she came over and helped with like a jewelry, like some sort of event you had with all of your jewelry. And she told me she was coming over to help you with that. And I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yes.
And then we had the dinner, which you got to dinner after doing Gracie's hair, which speaks to how you are as a mom, like priorities. When you think about friendships and it's like, you have to have friends that understand that your children come first.
Late?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But
I was going to say, that was a task.
Yeah.
That was a task.
But yeah, so then we ended up coming back to your house and
Copper top table.
And then she fell asleep on the couch and you and I stayed up all night, basically.
All night till the next day.
Yeah.
Kids were in the basement playing. There's enough room for everybody to sleep. And we've been friends ever since.
Yeah. I think the great thing about our friendship too is like when we met, we were in similar places in a sense as far as raising our kids. Like I know Dee was older at that point, but you know, you still had the girls were still in school.
You were married.
My girls are still. Was I married?
You was married.
Oh yeah, I was.
Yeah, he would sit at the copper top
That's
table.
Right.
I was married. So
I was married.
you was married.
Yeah.
So that was a whole different dynamic because he was giving me advice on stuff he probably should have taken advice on. Right? So he was giving me advice then. And my kids were little, so I was still doing carpool, still running around. And that's how the pickup line came about. That's
how we started talking every single morning.
Yeah.
We talked on the way.
I remember the time. So it would be, I think you on the way, or Julie on the way, and you on the way home.
I think so.
Every day. And then I would go to the park and walk.
Yep.
Same park I'm walking at every day.
Yep. And sometimes we would talk while you're walking.
Yep.
And other times I had to rush off and go work.
Yes. Yeah.
That doesn't change.
I was working. I just wasn't working.
No, you were working.
I was, because my kids were so far apart in age, it was just different. It was like one on my hip, one in the sports, one in the car. It was just constant. And I think the good thing about it is you can talk about different things that happen during the night, what went on last night, what you made for dinner, what are you making for dinner now? I mean, and people don't think about it. Trying to figure out how to feed a whole family is a whole situation in itself.
It is.
So you kept me on the health kick. Julie would teach me how to make collard greens. And it was crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy. And the dynamic of the friendship changes as the kids get older.
Yeah. So the mutual friend that introduced us, she and I became friends because our husbands at the time, they played basketball together. And
they would play at Dee's high school. They would play
at Dee's high school
every Saturday.
Yep. And then he wanted me to meet her because, you know, they had a lot in common culturally. And so he wanted me to meet her. And then we met and it was great because just speaking about like when your kids are around the same age, we would go to the pool in the summer and then we would do dinner on Sunday. And so it just, you know, you surround yourself kind of with people who are in a similar space as you, or I found it really helpful to be friends with people who are a little bit ahead of me, you know, or they've already, you know, put their kid through college or dealt with terrible twos or, you know, whatever the case may be. So I found that's been pretty helpful too. But it was just like a perfect match for us.
And I remember my other friend, she used to call me. It would be almost time for pickup because when you have little kids, that it seems like it's a lot of time during the day. It's not, because by the time you go home and clean, by the time you run to Target, run to Walmart, go to Publix, go to Kroger, go do all the things you need to do, get ready for dinner, have stuff done. If you're doing anything volunteering with the school, or if they're in any kind of sports, you know you got to pick them up at a certain time, take them where they need to go. I would have to wait for my kids at practice.
Yeah.
If they were playing club sports. And the craziest thing is there would be times where my other friend would call because our kids went to the same school, and she would be like, you want to meet at the foot massage place? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, let's go get a foot massage.
Like during practice?
No, right after school, right before pickup.
That's
so
perfect.
It would probably be like 1:30, and we would do it till 2:30. We had pickup at 2:45, and then we knew we had it like to a T. Yeah. And it's so crazy because I'm still friends with a lot of those same mothers. I mean, we used to be, do you remember Juicy sweatsuits?
Yeah.
Girl, we were having our Juicy tracksuits. That was like the uniform with our UGG boots. And we would all be sitting at the game. Some of us would be at D's games. And then as Mariah grew up, she had a whole friend group in her age. The only one that really didn't have people in their age group was Gracie. Mm-hmm. But she was everybody's baby in our friend group. I can remember when the girls were, I guess it's tweens, and Hannah Montana came. Me and two of the other moms dressed alike, all to the concert, and the girls dressed alike, and of course I had to be different and put Mariah in a different color outfit. She was so mad at me. She was like, why'd you do that? I needed to dress like everybody else. And I was like, girl, I was trying to make you different, because I always have to have a little something different than the whole crew. Yeah. But those moms I'm still friends with, and the craziest thing is one of my friend's daughters just had a baby. And it's the best because she texted me the other day, and I used to go to the movies with this little girl. Like, so she used to be around me all the time. And when her parents were getting a divorce, I would just hang out with her all the time. She would come over my house. We would do things just like one of my other good friends. Her daughter comes over, and I'm not even here, and hangs out with Gracie. So as we've maintained our friendships, the kids have maintained theirs.
Yeah, it becomes extended family.
Yes.
Some of the friends that you had, though, prior to having babies, like, was there like a shift in your friendship? Because I know for me, people that I was friends with before I got married and before I had kids, like that changed a little bit. It changed a little bit just because some of the things that my friends were doing, like I didn't do anymore.
Right. When I had D, all my friends just hung out with us. Like, they would all just go with us. Like, we would go eat dinner together. We would hang out together. We would do stuff together. D was just like one of us, right? He would just come with us. Like, and I was graduating college, and those two girls were still there. I'm still really good friends with one of them. The other one, she just fell off the face of the earth. We don't know what happened to her. We were like, is she alive? Like, after COVID, we're like, is she alive? Like, she still hasn't reached out to us. So I have a group chat with that group of friends. I have a group chat with my other friends when Mariah was younger. And then I have a group chat with some of Gracie's mom's friends, which, thank God for the iPhone, because everybody can keep in touch, and you can all send everybody a picture. You can let everybody follow you on IG and get to know what the kids are doing. I was in the grocery store today and ran into one of my friend's daughters, and she was with her 3 kids. And I love that because we're talking about where to enroll her kids at in private schools.
Right.
And she's got such a good mother. Like, she's looking for all the great foundational things for a school, and just like good, wholehearted people for her kids to go to school with. And like, more so like a Christian school. But we talked in the grocery store for 20 minutes about kids and schooling. And when she was little bitty in middle school, I was holding her and helping her mom bring her home. And so the friendships that I've had, some of them had fallen off for whatever reason. But if those friendships that I've fallen off with, if those people are not in my life, they weren't meant to be.
But it's like the friendships that you've made have been around being a mom, right? And it's extended. It's another kind of like extended family at this point.
Or from my previous relationship. But yeah. And again, the people that are in my life are meant to be in my life. The people that are not in my life, I pray for them and wish them well. But, I'm a much better friend than I am an enemy. I've said that for years, right? Like, it's better to have me in your corner than not.
Yeah.
And it takes a whole lot for me not to be in your corner. But, and And I think I'm a little passive aggressive on that. Like, I'm not going to go try to save the friendship. I mean, I might apologize to you. Like I said before, if I did something wrong to you, oh, I'm so sorry. Or, I hope we can get it back together. But if we can't, it wasn't meant to be.
Yeah.
Right? It wasn't meant to be.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. I've had friends, I think for the most, I'm kind of the same way where my friendships, like when a friendship ends, then it's probably ended, but my friendship circle is so small. Like the people that I'm friends with, I'm still friends with that. Like before I was married, before I had kids, like I'm still friends with those people to this day.
As you get older, it's like, I don't need any new friends. I don't think it's wrong with having new acquaintances. I don't think it's anything wrong with bringing new energy into your life if it's good energy, right? If it's good and it serves a purpose. I just think that sometimes as you get older, it's more difficult to have solid friendships.
Yeah.
I think some of them are surface. They're not like, I'm going to call you and tell you, just cry my eyes out, right? And just let it all out. But I've become really good friends with like a lot of the people in my neighborhood who have lived with me for years and watched my kids grow.
Right.
And I would probably, trust them with my whole life forever. But as you get older and you meet new people, they're new people and they're good friends. Like I've met some really good friends through sports, like the kids' sports. You're just starting off making different friendships, because I think that women have such good friendships. They're almost like, that's how a marriage should be. A marriage should almost be like a friendship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It should be like a friendship. Like if it's, like I'm having it like today. Today was a crazy day for me to sit down and film. And you're like, okay, come on, let's just get it. I'm like, get my ass. Like, what? I don't want to do it. But you do what you do. You do what you have to do. And your friends help you, you didn't feed into my, I'm having a bad day. You were like, okay, girl, get on. You ready? You ready? Let's go. You ready?
I think for me, like a friendship, I tell my daughters this often. It's like everybody, you said like acquaintances, like not everybody's like a friend. When you call somebody a friend, to me, that's someone that you can actually confide in, that's going to tell you the truth, that's going to be honest with you in a respectful way, or say to you like, hey, I know how you feeling, but we got to get this done. So let's just do it.
I've lost a lot of friends from my mouth. And they probably looking hating right now, like, well, yep.
They can think of one.
She talks too damn much. But anyway, I've lost a lot of friends from my mouth because I'm a Sagittarius, and I'm a little blunt. I am a little blunt.
I'm 100% oblivious if I've lost any friends because of my mouth. I have no idea.
Oh, yeah, because you're like, it's over. There goes the ghost again.
I'm oblivious. I have no idea.
There goes the ghost again.
I mean, I can think of one person where we stopped being friends and it was like intentional. Everyone else that I can think of that I'm friends with, like with two people. I just thought of another person, but we weren't really friends. We were like maybe friends. It was a friend of a friend. And then, she did something that I felt was like inappropriate and had to do with my kids. So I was like, we're done.
Too, in friendships, like sometimes people just need to let shit go. Like sometimes some people are still holding on to grudges they've been holding on for 25 years. And forgiveness isn't for anybody else but you. So if I make peace with that person and try to be with that person due to the fact that we have other friends in our friend group, it's okay. I'm going to try to get along with you, right? I don't have to be with you. I ain't going to call you tomorrow. It ain't like I'm going to text you every day and tell you my whole life story. That's not going to happen. But I still try to maintain peace and keep it cordial because I don't feel like everybody's friend's meant to be a friend.
No.
Like I know some people that if I take you out to dinner and it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be your friend too. Can I get your number? I don't like that. You don't need to be friends with all my friends.
I have a friend that happens to her often. Like when I meet her friends or people meet her, they're like wanting to get her number or, it's there. And she's the same way. She's like, no, like that's my friend. Like,
I don't think it needs to be a whole one big ass friend group. Like, no, I don't think that. I mean, if you're at a party or a dinner at a birthday party, it's okay. But I don't think that everybody needs to be exchanging numbers, trying to figure out stuff. And if people are saying why not? Because, right? Because
I just don't think it should be forced. I think it should just be like a natural sort of,
right,
step into it.
I don't share my friendship with you with everybody. My other best friend, she doesn't share our friendship with everybody. And she said something to me one day. We were driving down the street. She goes, I don't have to share my best friend with the world.
Yeah.
And I thought, dang, you're right.
Yeah.
You are absolutely right. You don't.
Although she kind of is now, but.
No, she's not.
No. I know.
Yeah, she's not.
Yeah.
She's not. It's still what it is.
My best friend, we've been friends since 7th grade. And everybody thinks that she is their best friend. Because she's just so outgoing and just like never meets a stranger. And yeah, like you guys are alike in that way. It's like she has all these different group chats and all these different friend groups and going to lunch with this group and going wine tasting with this group. And they all feel like, and they're her bestie.
I may have never met a stranger until I have, because I've had a lot of disappointments in friendships. And I would recommend to any friends, like going into business with friends, you meet a whole different side of them. I just think that, you should mix that. You should mix that. I don't care what that is. You just shouldn't mix it, because there's going to be a misunderstanding somewhere down the line. And sometimes it's to the point where it can't come back.
Yeah, I think it depends on that. That's actually one of the reasons my best friend, we've been best friends since 7th grade, and another girl we were friends with, we've known each other for decades. And that's actually how our friendship fell off from the third person, because we were talking about opening a store, and the conversation got so convoluted. It was just like a mess, and then click, literally, and that was it.
It's like decorate your own house, find your own jewelry. I've done that twice. It does not work. It does not work. It is really bad. And because I'm a little passive aggressive, I never really say how I feel till it's over. And then I'm like 0 to 100. I mean, other than that, I just won't pick up the call. I won't answer. I'll kind of like, because I'm kind of thinking I'm in disbelief. But I remember one time I had a friendship, and it didn't end well. But do you understand that I saved all the receipts and everything from that friendship? I saved it because I was like, I know this girl gonna make me out to look like I'm just trying to just get everybody, and I'm not. I saved it all, and I kept it. And then finally one day when I decided to let it go, I just threw it away. I was like, you know what? I don't have to prove to the world nothing about her no more, because at this point it don't matter. And if she was really my friend, it wouldn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. Like I've had friends that, I always try to question like the people that I date or what I do. And one of my really good guy friends was like, girl, don't worry about them. They always trying to read your resume. I was like, what? He was like, don't worry. I'm always fighting for you. They have no idea.
But then to me, that's not friends. Those aren't
you
friends.
You said that to me years ago. About all of them.
Yeah.
You said that to me years ago.
I know. You were telling me all this. I was just like in disbelief. I was like, nope, and nope.
But can I tell you the best part of all that? It taught me so much. It taught me so much about myself. It taught me so much about superficial friends. It taught me about friends that are your friends because of who they think you are, not because of who you really are. And that was a hard lesson for me.
Yeah.
It was a hard lesson for me. And I still say to this day, you know what? They could say whatever they want to say about me. They could talk about me however they want to talk about me. I'm a damn good mother, and I'm a damn good friend.
Yeah. Well, they say the saying, reason, season, lifetime, right? So not everyone you meet is meant to be in your life.
And it's
forever.
okay, because it could have slowed my path down. I may not be where I need to be. It could have taken me into a completely different direction. I could have been a completely different mother. I could have raised my kids completely different than they're being raised right now.
Yeah.
So I just think that God did exactly what he was supposed to do.
Of course.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do. And when you have real friends, you ride or die.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm very known for saying we gonna ride or die. And I'm the kind of friend that hangs up and be like, okay, I love you. You good? You good? Just to make sure, because you never know when that's gonna be your last phone call.
Right.
You never know what can happen. My best friend from kindergarten passed. and what I wouldn't do to be able to let her see my kids, or to be around her, or to just like laugh and talk about how we used to get our hair done. You remember the asymmetrical bob?
Yeah.
Girl, we was doing it. That was my girl.
Well, you know, to your point as well, is like, that's why you want to be, you don't take any of it for granted, and you don't waste your time with people who are not true friends, that don't have your best interest in mind. You know, you don't have time to waste on that.
And again, check on your people that you think are your friends, like during the holidays. You know, check on them. I had another conversation with another friend of mine. He came into town, and I'm like, you know, you check on people, you try to resolve issues with people, you try to make peace with people, regardless of whether you're going to stay around them or not. That's the right thing to do. You know, it is the right thing to do. And if you seem to be the strong friend, sometimes the strong friend isn't the strong friend. And sometimes that person needs somebody to check on them as well. But I just, you know, think that after a certain age and you have kids, I know you can't call me every day. Because if you call me every day, I'm going to be like, can you get something to do?
Right.
Like, hello. You know, I know, not saying call me every day, or you can't talk to me for 2 hours a day, or like it used to be. We might be able to touch base early, hey, checking on you, whatever, a little text, and keep it moving. But when you're older and you raise kids, there's friends that I have that I hadn't talked to in 2 months. As soon as we get on the phone, we pick up right where we left off.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just like we can just pick up and start laughing. And it's just like, dang, that's some funny shit. And everybody may not understand my humor, but those are really, really good friends. I mean, I just, you know, I wouldn't count any of them out. I would trust any of them with my life.
Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of like friendships that are rooted in the, like, go through the test of time, let's just talk about Oprah and Gail.
Yes, they're great.
Right?
It's like Oprah just was like there. You were just saying like earlier, like how sometimes your girlfriends, it's like a marriage, you know, just because you can always turn to that person and they support you. And obviously we don't know them personally.
No.
Well, not obviously, but we don't.
At all. We can get to know them. But what I love is Oprah was talking about her friendship with Gail. And one thing she said that has stuck with me throughout my friendships, that I know we're not talking about red flags and green flags of friendship, but this is a red flag. Oprah said, if you have a friend that has 1 ounce of jealousy in them, in the friendship, they're not your friend, because your friend should be happy for you. So can you imagine your best friend's Oprah Winfrey? No matter what, it's Oprah. Like, Oprah.
Yeah.
And Gail's like, I got it. It's okay. I can hold my own.
Yeah.
I'm doing what I need to do. I'm Gail King. And that's what I love about their dynamic. You know, and then you hear stories about, oh, you know, is something else going on between them? No, I think it's just pure.
It's a true sister friendship. Absolutely. Yes. And supporting each other. And I think they're a great example of how we should support each other rather than, you know, being jealous or being comparing. Like, there's no comparison. I say all the time, I'm like, there's no comparison.
No, and you don't have to be the same people. Like, for example, take Chrissy Teigen and Meghan Markle. When Chrissy Teigen came on that show, because, you know, I love Meghan. Like,
I know.
I bought the edible flowers. I do all the things. I can do the gift wrapping, and I'm doing some at Christmas. But I loved when she came on the show because it shows Meghan Markle's versatility. Like, right? She's like, yeah, this is my girl. Yeah. And then her husband came out. I was like, I love them. And I love that they're friends. And I love that fact that Chrissy Teigen seems like a real person. Like, if Meghan went to her for some advice, Chrissy would be like,
yes.
Okay, girl.
And that's what we all want.
We do.
Is somebody who's going to be like, okay, girl.
Any more people you can think of?
Be straight up. I think Beyonce and Kelly, they're a great example of a great friendship. Like, 2 very successcul women. Yeah. Again, it doesn't look like they're comparing. They're like, go girl, I'm proud of you. Like, supporting each other.
And Kelly looks good.
She looks amazing. She's in some movie I saw the other.
Oh my God, it's the Christmas movies. I love them.
Yeah,
I watched them all.
I started to watch it last night.
And her skin is flipping amazing. Like, she is awesome. And for somewhere I was looking on the socials, and they were talking about Beyonce's going to help her with her tour.
Okay.
If Kelly's going to go on tour, which I think is great.
Yeah.
I mean, because again, Beyonce's your best friend.
What I love about Kelly, from what I've read, is that she just seems to have, like, she has a normal life and she happens to be an entertainer.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it's not, it doesn't consume her. Like, I feel like she has like a nice balance.
We were talking about that the other day because we saw Paris Hilton. And y'all, I've never seen Paris Hilton in real life. Like, Paris Hilton is a Barbie. Like, she is a character. And so I think about Paris Hilton when she was, remember she hired Kim Kardashian to do her closet?
Yeah.
She's like the best friends with Nicole Richie or whatever. I'm like, this girl.
What was the name of their show? They had a show a long time ago.
I cannot remember, but it was so good.
Like, oh, was it just
Paris
was it their
has
name?
been around forever.
Yeah.
But when you see her, she is in full blown character. And then when she's at home, they say she's at home. They say she's just at home. So I'm sure like all her and Nicole probably get together with their kids, have a good time,
right,
just enjoy each other. And I mean, they've been friends since I was young.
Right.
Like, they've been friends and watched their kids grow up together. And they're both, I think they're both married.
They grew up together first.
And they're both married. But she is like, I was like, she is straight Barbie. She is straight Barbie. I mean, I was just like, wow, that's kind of impressive.
Yeah, that's a great friendship. I love seeing friendships like that have been like from like when they were younger, they basically grew up together. Just think about all the things that they have been able to be there, like support each other, what they know about each other. Like, I've had me and my best friend, we've been friends since 7th grade. Like,
and it's not sold to the tabloids, right? And they're still having each other's back because that's like a ride or die friendship. I mean, you think about that. If you think of ride or die friendships, then we're gonna talk about Set It Off. Because remember Set It Off? And there was
it's a great movie.
Yeah, it is still one of my favorite movies.
Yeah,
and there's Jada Pinkett and Queen Latifah. And they've been friends for years.
Yeah, I didn't know that they were like best friends.
I didn't know they were still friends either, but yeah, they are.
I think Queen Latifah is awesome.
Yes,
I like her.
I'm not a Jada fan. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Ditto.
I'm not a Jada fan. So I mean, I'm sure that friendship is cool, but I'm just not a Jada fan. I haven't been a Jada fan since the slap issue. That I kind of was like, girl, you could have stopped that slap. Like, you egged that on.
Yeah, well, you know, you get I don't know, I can kind of like, you're this way, you can kind of look at people and just, you get a sense, you know?
Yeah, that's a bad
about
sense.
them.
Yeah. So, I was just kind of like, come on now, don't do that in the middle of the Oscars. Like, what?
Yeah. But Queen Latifah, she seems cool.
Oh, Queen Latifah she is that girl.
And she does seem like she'll be like ride or die for real. Like,
since
I got
Living
you back.
Single. Do you remember her back in
Oh my gosh, yes. I love that show.
Yes, I still watch that. She's just awesome. She's awesome.
She's awesome. So talented.
She's very talented.
And her production company, like, did you know she has a production company of like, I mean, it's just like very talented.
And she's beautiful. Yeah.
And her hair, like, I remember when she first came out, I was like, her hair is so pretty.
UNITY.
Yes, it's just like. I was like, I love her hair.
And then it's like, oh, and then here's Jada. Okay. It's like, all right.
Oh, that's
we
funny.
Say nothing.
That's hilarious.
All right.
Cameron Diaz is hilarious to me. I always think about her in Charlie's Angels.
Yeah, that I was just getting ready to say, let's talk about Charlie's Angels.
She's so funny to me.
Drew Barrymore and Cameron Diaz are two of my favorites. I mean, I still watch the Drew Barrymore show. Like, it will come on and I record it because she has like great tips. Like, she had this tip on an avocado, how to pit an avocado. Like, that is crazy. Like, I love her and I could still see her and Cameron Diaz being friends. But Cameron Diaz was like, she had to step back from the spotlight a little bit to take care of her family and stuff. But the dynamic of those two in a movie, great.
What I love about Drew Barrymore, what we see on TV, is she seems very transparent.
Oh, yeah.
And what I love about her is her entire journey, she's been very open about it. And because of that, I can't imagine how many people have been able to be like, relate to that and heal from it, you know, because they may be going through the same thing. So I love people who are in the spotlight like that and they use it for good. Yeah. And they're completely transparent about it. That's Jessica Alba
in her new Honest Renovation show with her best friend. And the two of them are just the cutest things ever. And they just decided to do something to help people. So they start renovating homes. So it's called Honest Renovation, which awesome. I think it's on Roku channel or something. But two beautiful women. Neither one of them seem like they're jealous of each other. Both of them seem like they want each other to win. And it's amazing. It's amazing. The dynamic of friendships and what women can do. It's amazing.
Just when they work together.
When they work together.
And when you think about friendships, because we talked about like going into business with friends and how tricky that can be, right? When you look back, you can think to yourself like there must have been some sort of jealousy, some sort of immaturity, some sort of fear that kept that from being successful, because those are the only things, and it's all rooted in fear, right? But those are the only things that can get in the way of both people thriving.
Or money.
Yeah, but again, that's fear.
Yeah, or money.
That's a fear,
or money. Yes.
Right? So I love seeing women like come together like that and
they said
do good.
Statistically that women that pray for their businesses or that are in prayer over their business or their success are 110% more likely to succeed than women that don't. So when you put two praying women together that are working together to build something or do something better, or just for their family, just interceding for your kids or my kids, or, let me cover this child while this child goes on this trip or whatever. I think that brings a different dynamic to the friendship as well, because it just tells you not only are you their friend physically, you're their friend mentally and spiritually.
That's the best gift.
Yeah.
And if you're praying and you can pick a scripture out and you can say, this is what we're praying based on this right here, there's no stopping that
at all. I think that's what makes people beautiful. We could get all the plastic surgery we want and the fillers and the Botox and the weaves and all that. If you are not pretty on the inside, the outside has, it doesn't matter.
You reminded me of something when I used to do the girls' hair when they were little. I'd sit them on the counter in the bathroom and have all the hair stuff out. And after I finish, I'd say, you're so pretty. And I say, pretty on the inside too, mommy, right? Tell mommy, and they'll be like, pretty on the inside too.
It's sweet to me. I have another friend. She and I are still the best of friends. She's so funny. She's a gorgeous lady, but she's just as sweet on the inside. Like, she's taking care of her mom. Her mom has Alzheimer's. Her daughter just had a baby. Her other daughter's just getting into a serious relationship. She's everywhere. She's doing this, she's doing that. But in the midst of all that, she's just a kind, sweet person. And she will be doing all these things, but she might text me and say, hey, boo, I'm thinking about you. I know I can't see you, but I just want you to know that I'm thinking about you. And that means a lot to me.
Yeah.
That means a lot to me, because if you take time out of the day to check on me, or I check on you with all that going on, it speaks volumes for what the friendship is.
Yeah, it's very thoughtful.
It
and
is.
She is.
It is.
Exactly what you're talking about.
It is. She is thoughtful. Sometimes I'll be like, girl, she'll be like, oh my gosh, that didn't mean anything. I just text you. But I'm like, I'm glad you did. Because a lot of people don't. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that you expect to don't.
Right.
So I just think that, it's important to develop good friendships.
And be a friend. Be the friend you want to have.
Be a good human. How about that? Just be a good human.
Yes.
Whatever that means. Be a good human.
Oh, the computer didn't stop. Our microphones work.
It's because of my baseball cap. Mariah might make you blur out the aloe, or maybe we can get a contract with aloe. Hello, shit. Look.
That'd be great.
That'd be great.
I'll wear it
I put a different color sweatshirt on every day in a baseball cap.
I'll be walking down the street like this.
Look, I gotta take it off now that I'm filming. Look, you can put this in the blooper. I don't care, because I didn't get to get my hair done today. I do not care.